Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today we have something useful, I hope. Okay,
Yeah, sir.
something useful?
Yeah, sir.
Useful. I know you guys are all expecting us to do some stock analysis, share analysis. That's all Anand's forte and Shashwat's forte. So, me and Keshav, whenever we appear on the channel, we try to offer you some useful financial information in the sense of personal finance. How you should keep your money, how you can save your money, how you can leverage your money, something regarding that. We don't really dive into company analysis or share analysis. So, I'm sorry that we don't seem to be doing that when me and Keshav appear. But the next video, Shashwat will be here. So I'm sure Shashwat will bring definitely an article relating to some company or some share. And he'll probably deep dive into it and talk further about it. But till then, hey, you got us here.
Sir, some of your follower had messaged you something.
Let's mention the guy's name. Give him the credit. Give the guy the credit. His name is Vineet Jeffrin.
Yes,
He
sir.
pinged me in Instagram.
Yeah, sir.
He messaged me on Instagram. What he was asking is this: where to keep money for planned expense? For example, you have an insurance premium to pay in 6 months. Where should I keep the money? He says, I hate to see the money lying around in a savings bank account and doing nothing. Then he further asked another question saying, let's say you have a planned foreign trip
Yes, sir.
that's happening in a year's time. You plan to go abroad on a holiday.
Yes, sir.
So where should you invest that money if you're planning to go on a holiday in 1 year's time? How do you keep that money aside? So I thought, Keshav, since you've done around 200 videos with Anand and Shashwat and everybody, you can offer some insight and what your personal feeling is.
Sir, my personal feeling is he's saying that he is 6 months away from.
Let's say Feb he has to pay.
Yeah, Feb he has to pay. So there is nothing to invest or put his money in, sir.
Correct.
Because
Give an example of buying a share. What can happen if you buy a share? Let's say even if you buy ITC.
Yeah, if I buy ITC, I thought ITC will go up and up and up. Now it got demerged and suddenly it fell. I didn't expect that, sir. So that can happen if he tries to invest in some stock, put it for 6 months. Then
Correct.
after 6 months, if it got loss,
If he suffers a loss.
if he suffers a loss, it may be a big blow for him.
Correct.
So it is better to keep the cash in his account. Because
First example, what Keshav is saying is, let me explain to you.
Okay.
So let's say you buy ITC or you buy any share and it corrects. The time of the installment has come, Feb has come, your 20,000 rupees has become 15,000 rupees. Even if you sell, you'll end up coughing another 5,000 rupees out of your hand to cover that. So this is a problem. Yes, stock market is a great way to invest and to grow wealth. But that's only when you have, as Keshav would always keep saying, when you have a runway. When you don't have when your runway is very short, a 6 months time period, stock market is not the avenue. Then Keshav also talked about sipping.
Yes, sir.
6 months can you sip?
No, sir. Sipping is something that
Even longer.
gives a profit because we have to do it in a long term, sir.
Correct.
It is not for short term.
Correct. So if you're sipping, you have to look at something. 5 years, 10 years window period, then you can look at sipping as an investment. If you need the money only 5 years from now, if you need the money 10 years from now, then you can sip it and forget about it and then reap the rewards at the end of that. So what are the options then, Keshav, for 6 months?
So the
We
options.
were brainstorming, me and Keshav.
No, sir.
And
The real thing, to be frank, when I ask you all these doubts like we can't invest in stocks, you said, and you said you can't also sip. Then you said, then you gave me idea that if someone wants money, you can lend it to them. If they will really pay back to you 6 months back with an interest of 5%, you can. But the real thing is you have to trust them.
Correct.
This is the
If you
only
guys
way.
need to, caveat, if you need to borrow some money, ask Keshav. Keshav gives money to everybody. He trusts everybody and anybody. Keshav is a very trusting boy. I'm not. So what Keshav was telling Keshav was, let's say you have 40,000 rupees sitting in the account and a friend of yours needs the money today. He has a EMI to pay today. He has a insurance premium to pay today. And he's going to be good for it in Feb. You can tell him, okay, I'll give you the 40,000 now. You return back 45,000 rupees to me in Feb and we're square. If you trust the guy and you know he's going to pay you back, you can lend it to him. This is a quick way of turning that cash around instead of sitting in the savings account and doing nothing.
Okay.
Other than that, put in the comments down below if you guys have any great suggestions. Some of you might even come out and say buying gold, but gold has the same problem. Because let's say my premium which I have to pay is 40,000 rupees. I buy 40,000 rupees worth of gold. It might slightly correct. It might become 33,000 rupees or it might go up. You can't predict it. And when you have such unpredictability, you can't hold on to it because you need that money in 6 months' time. So I really don't know how else you can generate extra income out of it other than spinning it.
Yeah, sir. And you also added a point that it is like a emergency cash. That 6 month cash is an emergency cash. Because if he has a job which is not safe at all, it is better to keep the cash in account. Because if he get laid off, he can use that cash in the emergency situations. So you added that point, sir. First, I thought that we can invest in stocks and we can make a profit out of it and get it out from it. Then you said that it is not the right way to do it because you can't predict the share market because it can go up or can crash down. So what I thought is, if I invest that money that I want to pay back after 6 months, if I see a profit on it, I will get a hold on it, sir. Because our youngsters' mindset is, I invested money that I want 6 months after. Now we got a profit out of it. So after that also, I may do the same.
With what Keshav was saying, Keshav and his friends are suffering from is something known as the dopamine hit, which one of my other Instagram guys had spoken about. A guy called SP. I don't know what his full name is. His name is SP. So he has said, talk about this, which is true, because you'll get tempted. You'll be like, okay, the money's sitting waste, and you've been watching all these get rich videos, and you're seeing all the stock market videos, and guys saying you can do a short sell and you can quickly take that 40,000, make it into 80,000 in 6 months' time. Yeah, I'm sure there are people who, out of 5,000 people who invest money like that, a few manage to become successful. But the vast majority of people who do short selling lose it.
That's it.
And another worst thing is this Rummy. There's online Rummy playing, which is the worst. At least the stock market is some kind of legalized gambling. Short selling and all that, it's legal. This whole Rummy business, which all of you guys are into, who get these constant ads being pushed to you, and you sign on, it says we'll give you free, when you create an account, free 20,000 rupees. After that, you get hooked onto that, and then you start dumping cash. So please avoid all this. There are lots of other nice ways to get that same dopamine high without losing money, without drinking alcohol or having a smoke.
Yeah, sir.
It's called exercise, which I've been telling Keshav to do a lot of.
Yeah, sir.
And he's been exercising his mind lately, which is good. Which is
I
also
started from today.
Yeah, which is also a good dopamine kick.
Yeah, sir.
You don't have to always physically exercise. You can also exercise your mind by thinking. You get the same high and the same rewards are there. Plus, you don't lose money, nor do you lose your health. So further on, he's asked, if I'm planning to go on a holiday,
Yeah, sir. To abroad.
1 year from now, what can I do?
Yeah, sir. He said his calculated expense is also 3 lakh. That is a big, what to say there?
Big amount.
Big amount.
Yes.
But he's anyway planning in abroad, so it seems
So
bad.
1 year, there's an option. 1 year, you have 1 year bonds. Okay?
Okay.
You have 1 year interest bonds. You get bonds as cheap as 1 lakh.
Okay.
So you can buy those bonds. I'm not going to say name the bonds. There are many bonds which are good bonds, well-rated bonds, which you should investigate. For 1 lakh, you can buy. So you buy 3 lakhs. You can get 9% to 10% spread on that, which is much higher than your FD.
Okay.
Something higher than your FD rate. And then you can liquidate the bond, or the bond will mature at about the time when you need to go on your holiday, and you can exit at that point of time. Bonds used to be, before the last budget, used to be tax-free. Now bonds interest are also taxed, so unfortunately that is the way it is. But you still get better returns than you would do on a FD. And let's say for some reason your holiday plan 1 year from now, you want to postpone it, or you decide you don't want to waste the money on the holiday and you want to keep it, it'll continue as an investment, and you can keep enjoying the benefits of being invested in the bond. And you can take the money interest which you get from the bond, and then you can invest it further and make it grow. But if you want to sell it at the time, you can sell it and take a cash out. Bond is one option. Other than bond, the only other option which I can see for a short period of 1 year is, again, if someone needs the cash, you can lend it to them. Other than that, I would not advise putting in the stock market, because you cannot predict. Stock market, if the window period is anywhere between 3 years to 4 years, 5 years, then it's worth venturing into a good company. You can buy a blue chip like ITC or a TCS and sit on it, and 3 years time, 4 years time, it should be pretty much safe that you can pull your money out with some profit at the end of it. But shorter than that, it's very hard to see making money of it other than trading. And I would I'm dead against trading and short selling. All that, I'm against that. So that's all gambling. I wouldn't advise you to do that.
Sir, and I want to ask you about our mindset, the today's generation mindset. Anand sir hates the stock called Adani, sir. Adani stocks, Adani ports or everything. Adani
hates Reliance
Enterprises.
also.
Yeah, sir. He hates Reliance also, but he hates more Adani stocks.
yes,
Sir.
yes.
When I'm doing videos with Anand sir, and I tell about this to my friends that you can invest on share market and all. Now they came to see what is share market and what we can do in share market. That all. When they see Adani stocks, the first thing they are saying is, when we put 1,000 rupees, it is going around 1,500. It is giving back 1,500. We can do this like this. This is the mentality that
That's a gambling mentality. That is a rummy mentality.
our generation is going on.
Yes,
Sir.
that's a rummy mentality. That's the dopamine high you're looking for. See, that's a problem.
Mm.
There are different aspects to investing, right? Different aspects of stock market. It's like horse trading.
Okay.
You're betting on a horse. You can go to Bangalore or wherever you find a horse track and randomly look at a horse and think that horse looks like a winner and put some 1,000 rupees on it and lose all your money.
Okay.
See, investing is one thing. What do you call? Gambling is another thing. And in investing, the problem is you guys are only looking at the result. It's like doing 5 bench curls and then going to the mirror and going like this and going, look at it, man. My vein is showing. Can you see it? Hey, look at this chart. Then you go like this and, that's not workout. That's just ego. Same thing with your friend and you is that I put 1,000 rupees on Dani. So tomorrow you can go say, hey, Machan, I put 1,000 rupees, man. Now look at it. It's become 1,200 with nothing. I just made money. It's just a show off. That's not investing. It's not making money. It's not growing wealth. It's like those rappers you see, You know how many rappers there are who became millionaires in my generation when I was like you, the rappers, which I don't want to mention names, who became multi-millionaires. Today, they don't even have a house to stay in. What happened?
Because they don't know how to use the money properly.
Ego.
Understood, sir.
Problem is that. That's why I told you in that other video which we did yesterday. It's important to grow wealthy, but it's important to grow slowly. Right? My mother will always tell me this. A fruit is only nice when the fruit fully grows and then it ripens. Yes. Okay, in Tamil it sounds very nice when you say it. In English it sounds like what are you saying, but when it's a small fruit, like a mango, a small mango fruit, when it ripens too fast, you can't eat it. Yeah, it's a waste. That's human being. When you grow a kesar, your mind and body and everything, your money and everything, wealth should grow with you. So you learn to appreciate it as you're growing.
Understood, sir.
Understand? So that is important. If you don't go through that process and everything comes easy, your life is a waste. Because at the end of the day, you're going to die and you're not going to take any of this money with you. Like Steve Jobs died, he couldn't take anything with him. No one even talks about Steve Jobs anymore, unless we specifically talk about Steve Jobs.
Yes, sir.
Same way, one day Elon Musk will be gone. No one will talk about Elon Musk after that. Warren Buffett will be gone. He's not going to take any of his money with him.
Yes, sir.
So you can't even take his thoughts and minds with him. So just remember that. That's a great leveler in all this. All this is nice. It's like a big game, which we're all playing. So you want to enjoy it. You don't want to suffer. So don't put yourself in a position of short selling, trading, doing rummy gambling. And especially young kids who are just married or just about getting married, they're desperate to live this Instagram lifestyle. To live this, lifestyle. They keep on being pushed by influencers. Travel, go on holidays. You must travel. Travel where and do what? You go there and you land there. You keep on asking me, sir, how is it to go to Paris? I keep telling you, there's nothing there. Like Anand sir has gone to Japan and he's going there and he's eating in Saranabhavan. He's eating in same dosa idli only he's eating there.
Yes, but the thing that the social media has created.
Yeah, they'll create. They'll go show a guy landing there, then he'll go eat some local food and make it sound all. You go there and you'll look at the local food and you're not used to that. So you'll be like, I can't eat this. If like that day you're saying Japanese sushi and it's raw fish and you and Chandra are like, I can't eat raw fish.
Yes.
That's how the whole world is. Traveling is nice when you earn it.
Okay.
You work hard, you save the money, you invest, you build your life, and then you are ready to go travel. And first start with places nearby. You say, I'm not even going to Vellore. I haven't even gone to the Vellore Fort. Why are you talking about Paris, man? There's so many beautiful places to see inside Tamil Nadu itself, which won't cost you 5,000 rupees, which will be as beautiful as Paris because holiday is a mindset. It is not a place.
Understood, sir.
It's like a lot of you guys in your generation think, if I just marry a beautiful girl. Same way, if I just make that 5,000 rupees, if I put that 10,000 rupees on Adani and it becomes 15,000 rupees, And even if it does become 15,000 rupees, are you any happier? No. Because immediately mind is saying, okay, take that 15,000 rupees, put
Reinvest it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that will become 25,000 rupees.
Yeah. On
Are
that
you happy
time-
then? No. Let's take the 25,000 rupees, borrow some money more from Kesav and Karthik, make it 5 lakhs, and that will become 10 lakhs, and return the money and have 5 lakhs. And suddenly, everything's gone.
So this is the mindset of traders, right, sir?
Correct. Because they see small gains, then they think, that's it. I'm going to make it. I'm a roll now. That's a gambler's mindset. Gamblers, you'll see them talking like that. I'm on a roll. I won 5 hands in a row now. I'm going to win the next one for sure. This is my time right now. It's rubbish. How many people? Putin is sitting there in the war room thinking, it's my time now. My time has come. Like that Hindi song. After time, I got like that. He's sitting there going, he's singing the rap song in his head and he's getting bombed up and down countryside. His navy just sank, ships are sinking. But he's still in delusion thinking, hey, my time is here. Some sad guy who spoke against him, the court in Russia has ruled against him again, given him another 19 years. He's already like in some long sentence, slapped another 19 years on his sentence. By the time that guy comes out, Putin will be gone. So it's important.
Okay.
Enjoy. Sometimes it's alright to leave money in your account and let it be in the savings account because you need it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to make every single rupee work for you. Yes, Anand says that. But that doesn't mean you take it to the extreme, where you sell everything, all your clothes and everything, and put everything inside it and sit there with a towel on your head and say, okay, for what? You have to live your life a little bit.
Understood, sir.
Okay, don't gamble.
Okay,
don't do rummy.
Okay,
don't do shorting. Don't do trading. All of Kesa's friends who are watching, please don't. Delete those apps from your phone immediately. If you see someone gambling, especially doing that rummy nonsense, please encourage them to delete it. Talk to them. Help them out before it reaches a point where they're so much in debt, they have no option but to do something drastic like taking their own life. I just heard a story about a poor kid who was married and has a 2-year-old daughter, and he killed himself because he had taken so much of debt by gambling on that rummy app. He had no option but to take his life. He didn't know any way out, and that's middle class mentality. Rich people like Vijay Mallya will go to another country and cool. Poor people are like, okay, you take money, put me in jail, okay, keep me in jail.
But middle class
is the one who has my self-respect.
Yeah, sir. What will
I
the
don't know what that
society think?
imaginary self-respect is.
No, sir, what will the society think?
Correct. Society is so busy taking care of itself. They have no time for you, man.
Understood.
Somewhere along the line, this turned into a personal growth channel. Then an investment channel. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be commenting saying, why are you guys talking about all this? But all of it does have to do with investing and wealth creation. It's all about mindset. I don't know how to reiterate it so much more than this. I know all of you are keen to invest and make money. But if you don't have the right attitude towards it, you'll end up burning yourself and hurting yourself. That is my biggest fear. All trainers say this when you join them in the gym. What is your motivation to work out? Take it slow. It's a long process. It is time consuming and it requires dedication. You cannot do it as an ego run or something that you can think you just do it on the side and become rich. It doesn't work like that.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, thank you for watching us today on Being Rich. Do subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification icon. I promise next video will be with Shashwat and we'll have something in the line of a company analysis or some macroeconomic news. I'm sure Shashwat will bring something like that to the table. Thank you for joining us today on Be Rich.
Thank you.
On 26th August, we are doing an event in Bangalore, Whitefield. Those desirous of meeting me in that event can contact the WhatsApp number or the email given below. My team will give you the details. Thank you once again for supporting Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.